After the successful launch and the running of the Vande Bharat, India has yet another time got another transit system. This is the RRTS, Rapid Regional Transit System. As every train which will be inaugurated under the RRTS will be called Namo Bharat, there is a controversy. The opposition is alleging that there is a limit to self-obsession because the Prime Minister's name is Narendra Modi, and according to Congress's beliefs, Namo stands for Narendra Modi, NA for Narendra, and MO for Modi. But that's not our concern today. Today's concern is to understand the features of this RRTS. What is it? What is the history of it? What is the inspiration of RRTS? And also, what are the objectives? Why is it being inaugurated when we already have metro? How does it differentiate from metro and the railway system? We will talk about all this. Other than this, you have to understand that whatever I provide here in the form of the classes, I also provide in the form of PDF notes. That is available on my Telegram channel, Pooja Dwivedi UPSC. If you have any queries regarding this examination, you feel free to talk to me on my Instagram and follow me on my threads. So the Prime Minister has inaugurated a 17-kilometer stretch of the total 82-kilometer Delhi-Ghaziabad-Meerut RRTS Corridor. That means the total corridor will be of this length, but this 17-kilometer stretch has become inaugurational, and this is known as priority section. That means on a priority basis, this section has been inaugurated. And the total 82-kilometer corridor will be completely operational by 2025. This 17-kilometer stretch has 5 stations connected: Sahibabad, Ghaziabad, Guldhar, Duhai and Duhai Depot. And the complete 82-kilometer stretch actually has 16 stations. There are 8 corridors that are being developed. Beside me is the picture that is going to show you. So first is Meerut, Ghaziabad and Delhi, and then we have other corridors as well, and these corridors are 8 in number, connecting different states such as Haryana, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh and the Union Territory of Delhi. So let's see that there are 8 corridors, and in the first phase they are being developed in a phase-wise manner. In the first phase we have 3 corridors. First is the 82-kilometer Delhi-Ghaziabad-Meerut corridor, out of which 17-kilometer stretch has been inaugurated. Then this 164-kilometer Delhi-Gurugram SNB Alwar. Then 103-kilometer Delhi-Panipat corridors. The RRTS station at Sarai Kale Khan will form the backbone of the entire project. Others also include, the rest of the corridors include Delhi-Faridabad, Ballabgarh, Palwal, then Ghaziabad, Khurja, Delhi, Bahadurgarh, Rohtak, Ghaziabad, Hapur, Delhi, Shahadra and Parod. So these are the many corridors that is going to connect many regions of Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and the Union Territory of Delhi. The thing is that this is going to connect the NCR region. NCR region is actually very bulbous in terms of population, in terms of GDP, in terms of productivity. There are so many companies. So in order to unlock the entire potential of the Delhi NCR region, it is important that connectivity is seamless, it is accessible, and public is nudged towards accepting public transport instead of being stuck in traffic and being congested in traffic. So this is the basic rationale behind it. If I have to talk about Namo Bharat, the trains specifically, these are regional rapid transit system. It is also India's first mass rapid system which is dedicated to regional connectivity, and it is capable of running at a speed up to 180 km per hour. Now this one will generally run at 160 km per hour, but capability is 180 km per hour. So remember, data-based questions could be formulated. You have to remember such kind of data. It can cut the journey time between Delhi and Meerut to less than an hour. That's great. And who has developed it and who will implement it? The National Capital Region Transport Corporation. This corporation is a joint venture between the central government and the governments of Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and it comes under the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. It will implement the RRTS project across the National Capital Region. And this National Capital Region in which it is going to work is having an area of 55,000 square kilometers. Population is 46 crore. So 46 crore people are going to benefit from it. The combined GDP is of estimated $370 billion. This is really amazing and really big. Moving on. Now, what is the entire project? This entire project has semi-high speed rail connectivity to its core. This is an integrated, that means all-in-one, mass transit network. It will be able to transport people at large scale, and it is going to aim at balanced and sustainable urban development. Instead of being dependent upon private transit system, which is going to which is going to need more and more infrastructure in the road form, we are going to nudge people to use such kind of systems so that it becomes more sustainable in nature and more environment friendly in nature through better connectivity and access throughout the NCR. And a study was actually being conducted by the Indian Railways. This was commissioned to carry out in the year 1998-1999 to understand if we can have such kind of regional connectivity. So yes, they found out that yes, because of the necessity and because of the availability of land, we can go ahead with this. This proposal was re-examined in 2006, and Delhi metro lines also expanded to Gurgaon, Noida and Ghaziabad. So this gave a push to it, to the RRTS. National Capital Region Planning Board undertook this concept, and that was done under the Functional Plan on Transport for NCR 2032. So they understood it, recommended that we can develop 8 RRTS corridors to connect the entire NCR region. This network, according to officials, is faster as compared to the metro system, because right now it will travel at a speed of 160 km per hour, but of course it is capable of doing it at a much greater scale, 180 km per hour. If we talk about Delhi metro trains, they can operate at 100 km per hour to 120 km per hour. So it is giving us an edge of time, and time is all we have and don't. Then it is relatively, it will boost the enthusiasm of those people who are going to travel for relatively longer distance across the NCR in a short period of time. If we compare it to the Indian Railways, of course, the regions are much nearer. Railway system carries those passengers who are in need to travel for a longer period, to a longer places, longer distance of place and regions, but RRTS will be for shorter, but yes, the frequency will be higher, okay, and it will be much more comfortable. Moving on, the RRTS is actually modeled on systems such as RER in Paris and regional express trains in Germany and Austria, and also the SEPTA regional train in the USA. Objective is, as I told you, to entire the population's potential through connectivity, accessibility, and also enhancing multimodal connectivity to nudge commuters to make sure that they are not only dependent upon road system, but they are also going to go for such rapid transit system, which is much affordable and much easier to access. Push to employment generation will be there, of course. To create such corridors, we need manpower, skilled as well as unskilled. Newer commercial hubs will also be developing in these regions. Also, shorter travel times are expected to increase the overall economic productivity, because time matters whenever we are talking about economic productivity. This is a prelims question for you to solve. You can answer it in the comment segment. Consider the following with respect to India's first RRTS. It is faster than metro and more frequent than the railway system. The entire corridor for it is expected to be operational by 2025. This is for Delhi, Ghaziabad and Meerut one. Okay, I have cleared this out to you. You can answer it in the comment segment which of the statements given above is or are correct. Thank you so much for watching and stay updated.